Hello everyone, my name is Nasreen Khan and our today's topic is lesson number 3 Adjectives. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, Jane is a clever girl. For example, clever is an adjective and it describes Jane. There are many kinds of adjectives. Adjectives of quality that tell all about the kind of noun. Adjectives of quantity that tell about the quantity of noun. Adjectives of number that tell about the number of nouns. Demonstrative adjectives that points out to nouns. Interrogative adjectives that asks question, possessive adjectives that shows possession. Adjective of quality. Adjective of quality answers the question what kind of. For example, he is a brave person. What kind of person? Brave. She has a beautiful voice. What kind of voice? Beautiful. For example, I have long hair. Rahul is a fat boy. Shreya is a beautiful girl. Rama has a blue pen. Geeta's grandmother is an old lady. In all these sentences, the highlighted words like long, fat, beautiful, blue, old are adjectives of quality. Adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity answers the question how much. For example, how much water is there in the jug? There is some water in the jug. Some is adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity. For example, there is much water in the jug. There is little water in the jug. Little means almost none. There is a little water in the jug. A little means at least some. There is no water in the jug. No means none or zero quantity. There is some water in the jug. Some here means neither much nor less. There is sufficient water in the jug. There is enough water in the jug. In all these sentences, the words written in red color. For example, much, little, a little, no, some, sufficient and enough are the adjectives of quantity. Adjective of number. Adjective of number answers the question how many. For example, I met her several times. How many times? Several. We have 2 hands. How many hands? 2. Adjective of number. Adjectives of definite number. They are of many kinds. First, cardinal. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are cardinal. Second, ordinal. First, second, third, fourth, and so on are ordinals. Multiplicative. Single, double, once, twice, thrice, triple, etc. are multiplicative. Possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives show belongings. For example, my shirt is green. Your book is new. His pillow is soft. Her dog is small. Its bone is old. Our bird is noisy. Your house is big. Their car is slow. Demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjectives describe noun and also points out nouns. There are 4 demonstrative adjectives, which are this, that, these, those. Their examples: this chair is broken, that car is expensive, these clothes are wet, those birds are flying south. Much and many, both are the examples of adjectives of quantity. Much is used with uncountable nouns. It is mainly used in negative and interrogative clauses. For examples, how much money have you got? We didn't spend much money. There isn't much data to download. I'm sorry, but I don't have much time. Too much water drowned the miller. On the other hand, many is used with countable nouns. It is mainly used in questions, affirmative sentences, and negations. For examples, I don't have many friends. There are too many disadvantages in this business. How many children do you have? Are there many poor people in France? Few. Few means not many. It is used for countable nouns and it conveys a negative idea. For example, he has few good friends. What is negative idea in this? That not enough, only few. Other examples, few people went to the concert. There are few honest politicians. On the other hand, little means not much and it is used with uncountable nouns and conveys a negative idea. For example, there was little time to finish it. What is negative idea it is conveying? Negative idea is nearly no time. He has little patience with others. They have little money to spend. Degrees of comparison. Adjective has 3 degrees of comparison. Positive degree. When the quality of a thing is stated and no comparison is being made, the adjective used is in the positive degree. For example, angry, calm, wonderful. Comparative degree. When the quality of 2 things is being compared, the adjective used is in the comparative degree. For example, angrier, calmer, more wonderful. Superlative degree. When the quality of more than 2 things is being compared, the adjective used is in the superlative degree. For example, angriest, calmest, most wonderful. With most adjectives, we take er to make them comparative and est to make them superlative. For example, small, smaller, smallest. Another example, bright, brighter, brightest. If any adjective is ending with any vowel plus y, it also takes er in its comparative degree and est in its superlative degree. For example, gray. becomes grayer and then grayest. If any adjective is ending with E, then it simply will take R in its comparative degree and ST in its superlative degree. For example, wise, wiser, wisest. If any adjective is ending with Y, then in its comparative degree Y will be removed and in place of that we will add IER. Similarly, in its superlative degree we will remove Y and in place of that we will add IEST. For example, happy, it is ending with Y and in its comparative degree Y is removed and IER is added. That makes it happier. Similarly, in its superlative degree Y is removed and IEST is added to make it the superlative degree and it becomes happiest. Another example of the same, angry, angrier, and angriest. If any adjective is ending with a single consonant, then in its comparative degree, it will get double. The last consonant letter will get doubled with ER. And in its superlative degree also, the last consonant word will get doubled plus EST. For example, red, redder, reddest. Another example, big, bigger, biggest. And if an adjective has more than 2 syllables, it simply will take more before it in its comparative degree and most before it in its superlative degree. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Another example, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. And some adjectives do not follow any pattern. So in that case, we need to learn that what they become in their comparative degree and what they become in their superlative degree. For example, good becomes better in its comparative and becomes best in its superlative degree. For example, much or many, both the words becomes more in their comparative degree and most in their superlative degree. Then old, it becomes older or elder in its comparative degree and oldest or eldest in its superlative degree. Then little, it becomes less in its comparative and least in its superlative. Then far becomes farther or further in its comparative degree and farthest or furthest in its superlative degree. Then bad, it becomes worse in its comparative degree and worst in its superlative degree. Here is given a list of some adjectives in all the degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. So let me read all of them for you. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Big, bigger, the biggest. Black, blacker, the blackest. Bright, brighter, the brightest. Clean, cleaner, the cleanest. Clever, cleverer, the cleverest. Difficult, more difficult, the most difficult. Confused, more confused, the most confused. Dirty, dirtier, the dirtiest. Fascinating, more fascinating, the most fascinating. Famous, more famous, the most famous. Far, farther or further. The farthest or furthest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Fierce, fiercer, the fiercest. Late, later, the latest. Poor, poorer, the poorest. Proud, prouder, the proudest, quite, quieter, the quietest, sharp, sharper, the sharpest, short, shorter, shortest, slow, slower, the slowest, small, smaller, the smallest, strange, stranger, the strangest, strong, stronger, the strongest, tall, taller, the tallest, thin, thinner, the thinnest, ugly, uglier, the ugliest, weak, weaker, the weakest, wise, wiser, the wisest, young, younger, the youngest. Synonym. A synonym is a word that has the same or nearly the same meaning as another word. Example, cold and chilly. Their examples: Susie's feet were cold, so she put on her slippers. We can write it this way also. Susie's feet were chilly, so she put on her slippers. Some examples of synonyms are given here: good, fine, infant, baby, select, choose, accurate, correct, always, forever, connect, join, clarify, explain, fast, quick, ill, sick, near, close, start, begin, raise, lift, under, below, large, big, exit, leave, present, gift, alike, same, stone, rock, last, final, easy, simple, false, untrue, difficult, hard, mistake, error, occur, happen, trip, journey, sad, unhappy. Antonym. An antonym is a word opposite in meaning to another word. For example, short and tall. Let's use them in sentences. The person on the left is short. The person on the right is tall. Here is a list given of some antonyms: accept, reject, arrival, departure, ascent, descent, above, below, allow, forbid, ancient, modern, buy, sell, difficult, easy, export, import, entrance, exit, float, sink, freedom, slavery, false, true, fresh, stale, laugh, weep, boil, freeze, beautiful, ugly, brave, coward, broad, narrow, different, similar, direct, indirect, disease, health, hard, soft, honest, dishonest, hide, seek, hope, despair, independent, dependent, ignorance, knowledge, junior, senior, lend, borrow. We can add the suffix LESS in the end of some words to form their antonyms. For example, care, careless, fair, fearless. Number words like 1, 2 and 3 are called cardinal numbers. Number words like first, second and third are called ordinal numbers. We use ordinal numbers to tell where something or someone is in a series, line or group. There is given a list of cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. For example, cardinal numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. And some examples of ordinal numbers are first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, and 30th. That's all in this video. Thank you.